and hello Nigerians in diaspora. Welcome to your favorite time. I say Takeitback TV, but right now this is the couch, with show that we do almost every night for fundraising. So say beautiful Senami here. She's blushing. Say hi to everybody now.
Hello. And alright. So today we've had an exciting. It's unbelievable.
Look into the camera.
Let's start with our house.
Yes, okay, so this is how I think we should do it. We were at two different places. By the way, she's the lady behind the camera, that comes with that comes with hello Nigeria. And this is Omoyele Sowore. That's the lady behind. So why don't you tell me about Redeem and I tell you about the other?
Okay, so what happened was we went, the Omoyele Sowore presidential campaign went to Redemption Camp.
Okay.
To meet with some top-level pastors at the camp, all in the spirit of the 2019 general elections, and all that. It was an interesting time. It was mind-boggling. I've never been to the Redemption Camp personally. Yeah, so when we got there, we kept going for kilometers and kilometers, and it was
big.
It was that big.
I just see the lens, from the outside.
Yeah, and it was unending because. There were like banks, there were like schools, restaurants, cafes. Inside, just like basketball courts, ranches, a power generation plant. I mean,
that's like a small town.
Yeah.
Inside Lagos.
Yeah, so it was a lot, and we did what we had to do there. Most of you followed that live because we streamed that, and then after that, we were heading back to Lagos.
Interesting.
And that was where Deji started.
Me, I like her proposal.
Alright, so we're heading back to Lagos and we're in traffic. It was a bit of a traffic. And we saw some guys lying down on the floor. And it was interesting. Immediately, our convener, it wasn't an accident.
So why are they lying down?
That was what we wanted to find out. And there were these military guys also. So interestingly, our convener asked everyone to pull over so that we interfered to see what was going on. And so when we did find out that it was soldiers that were harassing civilians because, according to them, they were trying to get in their way while they were rushing to pick a big man.
Interesting. No names was given.
Yes. So the video is up on our Facebook page and all our other platforms. You can check it out there, and also ensure that you share it. But that's not what's interesting about that encounter. What struck me was how, Omoyele Sowore at that point instantly stopped, paused to intervene in that situation. And I say that because I've seen him do it before. And we didn't even stream this, or we didn't share the video, but I'm going to share that experience today. So a while ago, we traveled to Abuja, and we were heading to the airport. And then there was like this military convoy. It involved some powerful people, which I will not mention, on the show. Yeah, and
you won't mention. I'm sure he would. We'll continue.
Yeah, I'm sure he would down the consequences. But yeah, so what happened was they were harassing someone who had tried to get in front of the convoy. Okay. Turns out that the person was a pilot, and he was scared. He was in his car. And immediately we saw that happening. He stopped the car that we were in. We're heading to the airport to catch a flight. And he spoke, to the people, tried to calm them down, all that, saying that he had no right to do that. And he ensured that the pilots drove to safety. Nobody saw that. It wasn't live streamed. We had the videos, but it was never shared. So that just goes to show you that he has competence, he has character, and even when no one is watching, and that for me was the most striking part, that even now that video is getting so much public attention, and even when people are not watching, he's always doing the right thing. And that is someone that you can trust with your vote to do the right thing.
Well, I don't see it as confidence and all. I see it as passion. When you love your fellow human being, the way that you should, it doesn't matter what caste or class they are. You just want to correct an evil. And I think that has always been him from the get-go. So I'm not really shocked. But I saw the video, and honestly, it was amazing. But the striking part for me was, I won't say essay. What I had was from our own Femi Ajayi, who said somebody came up to him and was like, "Is that Sowore?" And I was like, "Yeah." And then the person went on like, "Hey, I said it. I told my people, Sowore cannot pass and will not stop." It shows that people know him. They already can boast of his, I don't want to use the word integrity, but another word.
But it is integrity.
No, I don't want to use integrity. Why sport integrity for us already? So, give me another word now. How? We don't have English people in the house. Okay, so it basically shows, the kind of man he is. When you're kind at heart, when, you are honest, when you're passionate, it doesn't matter whether the camera is on you or not. One of the things I actually like about him, and this is something I'd never shared with anybody or even him, is the fact that he's down to earth. I mean, I've traveled with this man, and he has, traveled with us in the same bus. No, how do I call it now? Preferential treatment, no special, nothing. He rides with us, he eats with us. I'm sure 2 days ago he mentioned Gary, and I was still streaming. In my head, I'm like, can't he just act posh and ask for suya or shawarma or something?
Which is one thing that he has said before at a radio interview, and he said, I'm comfortable with my poverty.
That's it. What? Poverty?
Yes, but that goes to show you.
I don't believe he's poor. I believe he's rich and contented. Okay, maybe that's it. He's very contented.
Don't say rich before they'll come and...
No, when you are contented, you are rich. Even if you eat once a day, once you are fine with it, I mean, you are rich. So let me quickly tell you about Yaba. So for people who have been on Sowore1019, you will know that we've been to Yaba before, twice now. The first time we did, the usual awareness. That was before campaign officially started. And the second time was when you followed us, the train, journey. It was really beautiful. So today, we went to Yaba with our own Deji, Dr. Malcolm, and it was amazing. First, we got there, and I did the usual thing. Everybody welcome. And then Dr. Malcolm took the megaphone and started speaking. And oh my God, it did not only just pull crowd physically, but it's like, when the megaphone is reaching out and then people on the internet could actually hear him, people just, started joining the live streaming. And as at the time I ended the video, he already had 1.1k shares. Honestly, I've never had that much share. I'm not going to lie. Like, immediately, it was beautiful. He spoke Hausa, he spoke English, he spoke Pidgin. And he was the only one who spoke for over 2 hours straight.
But that's also a pointer to...
Wait, let me quickly say this. He spoke 2 hours straight. We had 4 different guys, exchanging megaphones to do interpretation for him. It was that good. I mean, Yoruba almost was so difficult. When he began speaking...
For him?
No, he was speaking English. We had people, interpreting Yoruba. So it was like, we had like 4 different guys. When this one started and it's like, okay, Neil done 2015, and the guys who came, how do I say this? And then I'm like, okay, you take it, and the other person said, okay, so Nick, but it was really nice. It was really nice. And we got over 200 or 300 people who are ready to join.
On the spot?
On the spot. Honestly, we had some APC, say baba, especially the houses, around that side. A few of them were like, say baba, say baba.
But what was their condition? Fine. Those that were shouting, say baba.
Well, that was exactly what I told them. In my own view, if Buhari was, the good leader they claimed to be, they were not supposed to be on the streets. They're supposed to have their offices, be somewhere else, relaxing.
Did you share this with them?
Yes, I did. At some point, people online were, telling me, then I believe them, they're not going to change. Honestly, a few of them turned a new leaf. They gave their contact, they were ready to join us. They gave their names, collected their names, their phone number. And I don't know if you remember this woman. There was this woman selling, was it beans? Or rice? She sells food or something around Mobile in Yaba. The first time we went, she was like, put the camera on me. I want to talk. I shared that video on Instagram and Facebook. When we got there today, she called us to say, hey, look, we saw your Facebook. She's kid to me. I still want to talk. I'm like, seriously? People are ready. People want a better Nigeria. And honestly, the most amazing part was we had such a loud crowd with women, more than with men. Women who were selling fish, the ones who had dresses, they were the ones who were more eager to hear what we had to say than men. And it was beautiful. Considering the fact that we know that we don't have so much, in numbers of women like this, especially fine, outside girl like this. Why are you looking at me in that movement? But in all honesty, women are ready and they're willing to work. So hopefully we'll get in contact with them. We do the GEC strategy and we multiply, and it's going to be amazing.
Yeah, which brings me back to what I wanted to say earlier about Dr. Malcolm. You know, he's such an intelligent and eloquent man.
Very, very.
But, you know, it doesn't matter your intelligence and eloquence. If you have a bad candidate, if you have a bad product, no matter the English you speak, it will not resonate with people. And I think the reason that, you know, he was able to gather that much people wasn't because of what he was speaking and all that, was because he was able to sell a good product. Yes. Just like there is no spokesperson of the presidency, for example, that can sell Buhari at this point. You know, it's not going to work. It's going to backfire.
Yeah, that's true. We actually challenged them. Myself and Jamu were like, okay, fine. I'm ready to vote for Buhari. Convince me. And they were like, no, he has done good. I agree now, but tell me the good. He has one actually. Well, he didn't assault me, but he pointed his finger at me and was like, I know you before Buhari came into power. You were not this fine. And in my head, I'm like,
So that is an achievement.
Like, seriously? That's what he said. He said, you were not, I've never seen this man before. He said, I know you before Buhari. You were not this chop up. You were not this fine. I was like, uncle. So, you know, I don't want to say Hausa man, but I have to say, how many wives do you have? How many kids do you have? Are your kids in school? Are you still paying school fees? I mean, why is it that at this age and time, you have to struggle to pay your children's school fees? These people you are fighting for enjoyed free education in their time. So it is legit a compulsion on them for them to do the same for this generation, but they are not doing. So I wonder why what the fuss is about. Why would you want to kill yourself over Atiku Buhari? It's useless.
It is, and that is why we're encouraging you to. It's not enough to know about Omoyele Sowore and Dr. Rabi Ahmed Rufai and other AAC candidates. It's not enough to campaign for them on your social media handles and all that. It's also important for you to share. If you're in public buses, you know, just start playing one of his live videos where he's addressing. We have these punchy videos we put out every week. You know, play it. Get someone by your side interested. Let them ask, bros, what in the watch? Who be that guy where they talk like that? You know, and engage them when they do. Sell him to them. You can do it in places of worship, marketplaces, wherever you find yourself. Just find creative ways. The other day, someone was talking about CDs. We mustn't wait for a centralized action before we start. So if you can do it in your capacity, if you can make a compilation of all our videos on Facebook, you know, you can do that, and then you can give, if you're someone who controls, for example, 2 buses, you can give it to your drivers and say, today play this, you know, and then you monitor to ensure that these are creative ways that you can get word out and ensure that people.
Yeah. So based on what you said was what you know, made me remember this. One of the things we have for us who are behind the camera is a lot of comment about do this, do that, come to here, come to there, and I keep telling you, I understand the fact that yes, we have to be everywhere in Nigeria, but you also have to understand the fact that this Nigeria is not for me, it's not for Senami, it's not for Sowore, it's not for Rabi Ahmed Rufai. No, it's for everybody. If this Nigeria was for me, honestly, we won't be here saying, please donate, let's do this, let's do that. No, we could have just done it all ourselves. But because a better Nigeria is to the enjoyment of all of us, is why we say, start your own campaign now. It doesn't have to be on camera. If you want us to televise this, it's fine. Do a video coverage, stream live, you know, share to us. We're going to do that. But you don't just say, come here, without you working towards it. So please, I honestly would prefer to have 25 people watching live, knowing that over 200 or 300 people are on the ground working, than have 1,000 views live and nobody is working in reality. Because honestly, we are not here to win Facebook Live. There's no award for Instagram Live, and it's definitely not about YouTube or Twitter. So what we are saying is 2019 is here. We're in December already. We have
just
2 months, less than 2 months.
Or 70 days more.
Exactly. We don't have much money. We don't have posters. We had to stop our grassroots because we ran out of flyers and posters, honestly. And it was sad because we could have taken it from Yaba down to Jolegba. That was the plan. But we could not proceed because, I mean, after we now tell people, they're like, okay, let us see him. A few of us were actually wearing the t-shirt, but then they would want to read about him and all of that. So we just had to put a stop to it. So please, 10060238871. 10060238871. Omoyele Sowore presidential campaign, Zenith Bank. Let me tell you a quick joke that happened earlier today. So somebody just burst me out of blue. I'm not going to mention who. And the guy was like, no, not the guy, the girl. I'm not like my friend. And she wanted to send me some cash. And she was like, okay, so send your account number. And then I started typing 1000260. Dami was beside me. And then I look and I'm like, do you know what just happened right now? I'm just about to send Omoyele Sowore presidential campaign's account. I mean, it's that good.
Why didn't you do it?
What?
You wanted the money to enter your own account.
We'll come back to that. We'll come back to that later. So please donate as much as you can. If you don't want to donate, in cash, you can as well make banners, posters. We don't mind you putting, your name donated by this at the corner. It's all yours. As long as you have the prototype, you have the, digital form. Or if you want to just send your email address to any of the Facebook Lives or Instagram, and we're going to address it. Posters, banners, flyers, stickers, what else do we need? T-shirts, caps, what else? Pen, anything.
Just marketing collateral.
Anything that can help us. Please, we can't do it alone. We all have, different ideas. We have brilliant strategies, but then it's not just about the TIB group. It's about every Nigerian watching us or who have heard of us. So please, guys, do as much as you can. Thank you so much.
And don't forget, if you're outside the country and you want to send us money, you can do that. I do not have off the top of my head the other accounts.
GoFundMe/Sowore1019.
Yes, you can always use GoFundMe. Please ensure that you donate there. And you can write a message down there if you want, telling us why you've donated, so that we can make a compilation of that.
Yes.
And it can motivate us.
Yeah, exactly. They're refreshing to hear, honestly. The fact that while we were doing the grassroots today, I had like 3 people who were like, I'm so emotional right now. This is so motivating. I'm donating immediately. I'm like, yeah, keep donating. And at that point, I wish I could just whisper to Dr. Malcolm to say, fire on, uncle, just keep talking. Because people were moved. So when we see messages like this, say, okay, I'm in Italy, but I want Nigeria to be great so I can come back, it's always like really nice to hear. Because honestly, I am not going to lie. My mind is like, halfway out of this country.
You've mentally succeeded, like.
Already, honestly. It's not anybody's fault. Sincerely, you have better countries who have better economies, and you're thinking.
But it's important to also note that as much as we have those countries, they are not our country.
We know, but when these countries, are accommodating, and your country, people are killing themselves.
And that is why we must take it back.
So nice, exactly. We have to do with all of this. We want Nigeria to be a Boko Haram-free country, a herdsman-free country. We have to eradicate religion, ethnicity, language, whatever it is we feel it's by. Because at the end of the day, we're just humans. We are humans, we are Nigerians. Before, I became Yoruba, or you became Igbo, or she became Hausa, we all are one Nigeria. So until we can see through that, until we can see that we have the same type of blood, is red for everybody. Oh, you have blue blood, I'm not sure.
I do have
blue blood. Interesting. She's an Indian. Until we can see that we all that we all have the same kind of blood, running through us, I think we then will be ready for the bright new future, the new Nigeria that we hope to have, and a better, free, amazing, beautiful Nigeria.
See ourselves as Nigerian first, or humans first. I think if we humanize everything, if you see yourself as a human, because you were first human before you had religion, before you had culture, before you had all that. We're planning to go to the Southeast, and we're having a conversation today, and we're troubleshooting to, see some of the possible encounters that might happen there. And then it dawned on me that we are not one Nigeria. It doesn't matter how you color it. It doesn't matter how you paint it.
We shouldn't have any doubt.
If I'm thinking of going to a part of the country I call my own, I shouldn't be scared that, okay, I'll be harassed because I have an idea or whatever. So it just shows that there's work to be done.
So much.
Don't insult anyone who doesn't believe in the cause. Just show them or give them more reason
to believe. Yes, and honestly, it's one of the reasons why I'm so proud right now that there's this, diversified way in TIB. We have Hausas here, we have Yoruba, we have Igbos, we have Christians, we have Muslims, and we've never had a cause within ourselves, honestly, guys, this is me. I'm not lying. I'm not trying to color it. To have fights over, so because he's a Christian he gets to do this, because she's a Muslim. No, nothing of sort. So if we as a unit can have this beautiful interaction and one big family, I don't see a reason why we can't extend it, to the whole Nigeria. So if you want Nigeria to be that beautiful, that great, where Hausas can go to Igbo state and be fine, where Igbos can come to Yoruba and be fine, where you can even marry, have the deepest connections that we can have, then can we say, Nigeria, my country, so beautiful. I was going to say something and I just forgot, and it's painful.
Alright guys, so ensure that you donate. Don't forget that's very important for everything that we're doing. It's 100602387. GoFundMe.com/Sowore1019. I don't know.
Now I remember. So yesterday, you remember we went to this event yesterday, the Christian Elder.
Yes.
And then we met about 10 other presidential candidates. And again, this is something I didn't share with you, but by the time Omoyele Sowore got up to speak, honestly, it was beautiful. Somebody was seated at my back and the guy went on like, these people are just boring. Tell us what you want to do. Tell us your strategy. I'm like, calm down now. Let the guy next to this person talk. And the beautiful thing about the person who spoke before Omoyele Sowore was that he was representing, I don't want to mention the party, a presidential candidate. And he came and I was like, so my boss says this person is that. And at the end of it, sat down. Omoyele Sowore got up to speak. Uncle was taking selfie. After Uncle took some cards. I'll not be shocked if Uncle comes to knock on our door to say, AAC, I've come to join you. The point being, for every person who has encountered this young man, whether through live streaming, whether physically, there's always something to take home. There's always something to take back. Aside from the fact that he's very intelligent and, quite outspoken, I like his bluntness and his honesty. He gives it to you. And I think that's one thing Nigerians have to embrace. I've had a lot of, I know this guy, he's so arrogant, he calls names.
And there's this question that people always ask that, how are we sure he's not going to change? I was reading some comments on Tunde Edmonds' page earlier today and they say, now so they go talk. And when they get in there, they'll get wrong advisors and then they start making wrong choices and all that. But, I can almost, 100%, I know there's no such thing, to say that he wouldn't do that. With most people, what you see is not what you get. People put up a front all the time because they want people to like them, they want to, come across as something they are not. But I'm sure most of the people in the house, even behind the cameras we're speaking now, will respond with a resounding yes when we tell you authoritatively that whoever you see in front of this camera, that is Omoyele Sowore, is the same man. And probably even better because sometimes the camera has its restrictions. Exactly. Probably better, in person, in character. For me, it's about character. It's about character, and it's about consistency of character. Not having, one character one day or in front of the camera and then going back behind, and doing it. If he's not doing it, he's not doing it. If he's doing it, he's doing it, and he's doing it with good reason and for the right and honest reason.
The answer I always give to that question is this. He started at an age when I'm sure he never had it in mind to rule this country. Never. At an age where, at this age and time, a lot of us were probably, all about what's the latest clothes line, what's the, trendy app to use, who's the cutest guy I'm going to date, and all of that. No. His own revolutionary move started like way back. And if there's anything to judge a man by, it's consistency. This man has been the same, since the time when he was at the University of Lagos to the time when he is now. And to think that he not only started Sahara Reporters. First, Sahara Reporters does not, take anything government related. It's not partisan. So I can imagine the amount of millions of nairas or dollars that some of these people would have tried to bribe him with so as not to expose this story or another. And he didn't take it then. So if he didn't take it then, what's he going to do with it now? That's one. Two, this is a man who was actually, injected with a poisonous element when he was fighting for the right of people. and then flew to the United States to take care of himself. Make I no lie you. If to say na me, I swear I no go come back. I enter United States of America. After they wanted to just keep me in my home. It's true. Let's be realistic here. If it was me, I wouldn't come back. So to think that, yes, he was there, but his heart, has always been home. He worked on the Nigerian government. It was always about what was right for the people, who was right for the people. To the point where he decided, okay, I think it's about time I stepped into these shoes. I don't see what more patriotism anybody can actually exude. I don't. And like I said, if he's not corrupt, if he wasn't corrupt when he was young, I don't see why he's going to do that now. To now top it all, he did not just come to say, okay, I'm going to run the race and I have some money in the bank that I'm going to spend, so we might as well do it. No. He's doing this first to show Nigerians that this is how politics should be done. You shouldn't do politics with money. It should not be about 5,000 naira vote buying, 10,000 naira vote buying. No. It should be a politics of sit down, let me tell you this is what I want to do for this country. If you have a better idea, come on board, let me hear it. It should be a politics of you being able to interact. I don't think there's any other presidential candidate who has their numbers out there. I've not heard of any. People talk to him. There's always this belief sometimes, even when he reads it out online, when people are like, sorry, am I on Omoyele Sowore? Because it's almost unbelievable. I've witnessed a couple of presidents in this country, and none of them have I ever seen like koro high to the point of having an interaction with them. And he gets his funding transparently. You are the ones who donate, and it's not like you donate today and then he calls you to say, okay, so Alpha, I don't see your money, but I know go fee announcer. No, you donate. He says he reads out. He's the only one who has the full, breakdown of how he's getting his money, how much he's getting, how he's spending it. So if he's this transparent, if he's this honest, if he's not, afraid to call anybody to their face to say, you are doing wrong, Abacha is this, Atiku was that, Buhari is this. I honestly don't know what other qualities we're looking for in a leader that we don't have in him. To now, give us the everything topping on top of the cake. We have our Deji, Dr. Malcolm. And like Sowore once said, anything he doesn't have, Dr. Malcolm has. Yes. I mean, so it's a balanced equation. And our VP, oh my God. We have the whole package, Nigerians. Yeah. Honestly, you cannot get it any better than this. With a presidential and vice presidential candidate that like fire. I'm still finding it hard to, decide who talks more, who is more brilliant. I don't know, because
I think they complement each other.
You have both of them sitting and you're just listening, you're just watching, because that's how much synergy they have, that's the chemistry they have, that's how much is in their brain and their ideas. So please, if we don't get it right in 2019, ellipsis, so help us God.
So don't forget to donate. Very important that you donate to this cause. You can do that by sending, and it doesn't have to be big. That's the interesting part. We've had people donate as little as 500 naira, 400 naira sometimes, because they're sending it. Yes, and we've had people consistently at the end of each business they send 5,000 naira. We have someone who does that. Every night we're live. We've had people give 1 million naira live, and it doesn't matter the amount. What matters is the will to do it, and the thoughtfulness to do it. So we're gonna exit the
the couch. Don't call it couch. Couch. That's our own style. Couches.
I'm gonna be bougie about this. Okay, so we're gonna exit.
The couch.
For your time with your presidential candidate Omoyele Sowore, and he's not alone. He has another woman who is doing groundbreaking things in her own way, and she's now been projected to a global platform.
And she's so fine.
She is, and she's gonna she's gonna be needing your vote. You find out who she is, what she does, why she's so important, and how to give her your vote. So our presidential candidate.
AAC.
Take it back.
Take it back.
Action.
Thank you, everyone. As you probably know,
These guys just got paid yesterday, so they're all over the place, being nice to me, right? When I'm not there, it's not this usually as nice as it sounded, but amazing. Thank you so much, those of you here, Senna and Zena, for opening the evening for us. I want to go straight to the point. This lady right here beside me, as one of the people who has been declared, nominated to become CNN heroes. You don't get that all the time. I think you're probably the first Nigerian.
Yes, I am.
To be nominated as CNN heroes. One of the CNN heroes. And you guys have to clap for me for sitting beside her. Yes. So we also want to, tonight we are going to go on YouTube. Can somebody help me find our YouTube stream so that we can read comments from YouTube as well? They need to find YouTube streaming on YouTube. That's a Takeitback TV on YouTube. So I could introduce you, but I want you to do the introduction yourself because I know you too well, and I'll be forced to introduce you in a way that might expose too many things that you don't want people to know. That is part of the fact that your husband is actually one of our persons. So, but people should not know that. So please tell us how you became a CNN, one of the nominees for CNN Heroes, and how people can vote for you.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Abisoye Ajayi Akinfolarin, and I'm the founder of Pearls Africa Foundation. It's an NGO that promotes the cause and advancement of vulnerable young girls through different initiatives for the purpose of economic independence. And one of the initiatives is called Girls Coding. So basically, it teaches girls how to code, which is computer programming. And they don't just learn; they actually build solutions to immediate problems in their communities. And that's what I do. There's a lot of mentoring that we do. It's every month because mentoring is actually key because of where the girls are coming from. They're from different marginalized communities. Then, of course, there are health-related programs and the likes. Well, a family member nominated me last year because she said, "Obiso, you are doing amazing work, and you're doing amazing work. A lot of people that I see every year on this show, they are doing amazing work too, but yours is in a way bigger than what they do." And she nominated. It was just like a joke, to be honest. And April this year, I started getting mails and calls from CNN. There was a lot of vetting before the shoot actually got approved, which, of course, they had to fly people in for everything. It's still surprising because early this year, I went through a bit of depression personally because of the work that I'm doing. When you don't have a lot of support, you are wondering who sent you. So that was the point that I was, and I'm surprised that, in April, everything just changed. Right now, I don't even understand what's going on. A lot of our girls, people are asking if they want to travel out of the country for studies. These are girls that didn't even think they would ever go to a good school or even continue.
I remember there was a story they did CNN about a community near the University of Lagos.
Yes, that's Makoko.
Makoko. And what is interesting about Makoko is that the Lagos state government has been targeting the place for demolition. There was a time there was a floating school. I don't think it's there anymore.
It's gone down now.
Yeah. So, but you went there, taught the girl how to code, and it was amazing what she did. And the reason we brought you on the couch tonight is because we can't just keep having people like you out there doing amazing work, but it's like the stars of people like you have been dampened. They put a bucket over our lantern every day. That's probably why you were depressed, about this, because you're doing so much, but you're not getting recognition. Or you feel like sometimes you're just pouring water inside a basket.
True.
Yeah. Because I get depressed a lot too, Yes, so I can relate with, how you had to deal with this. I use an example, and I know you get back to on track. How, as a reporter, I'll get frustrated. I did an investigative report that is supposed to lead to changing the country or getting the president fired, and then things dragged on. You find people come online and defend the same people. I can imagine how that journalist Jafar is feeling about exposing Gandola And when we met soldiers today in this conversation they were having earlier, the soldiers were saying, oh, that was how they set up Gandola. I said, nobody set up Gandola. Gandola is a thief. So if you are using that example, then you're wrong. But, tell us more.
So, apparently, it's the 12th year that the program is on. And, well, to the glory of God, I'm the first Nigerian in 12 years that it started, and the only African this year. And we were 25 in number. To get to the top 10 is not a thing that anyone has an input. So internal review panel of CNN and their VIPs, they come together and they select their top 10. So, and of course, when we went viral with the video of the girl in Makoko who built, an e-commerce site for the parents and, just to connect buyers and sellers of seafood together. The buyers are the people who have the money, and you know that for you to actually want to eat seafood, you're all right. And meanwhile, the people who are actually doing the work and toiling all night, they don't make a lot of money because there are so many middlemen. So when we engage the girls, we tell them to actually think about the problems in their immediate environment. We can take 1 day, 2 days to actually be talking about problems. They are writing it on papers and everything, and the next day, we are planning solutions. And because they already know how to code with guidance from tutors, they come together and we build tech solutions to these problems in their communities. Makoko Fresh is one, and there is Break the Blade. Break the Blade is awareness of FGM and how to stop it. And you have 13-year-olds in teams.
FGM as in
female genital mutilation.
Yeah.
So you have 13-year-olds in their team. These are girls that go to public school, and they've built solutions already that is going to be backed up by an institution next year. We also have Hope Basket. So this particular group of people said, we see beggars, we see people that don't have a lot of things. Can't we build a platform whereby those who want to declutter their houses can actually give to those who need? And yet that is also live. So we have projects like that, ongoing. How I got selected to be one of the heroes, I cannot tell you what exactly, but I know it's based on the work.
Yeah.
And it's based on the fact that I'm not a daughter of Dangote or likes.
Well, Dangote daughter probably needs CNN Heroes nomination. Even when these people have money, they still need some kind of validation to show that they're doing something.
Working.
But I don't think she's going to get it anytime soon. Except it goes on sale, then the father can buy CNN so that they can give her daughter an award. I don't put it beyond them, but listen, you're doing amazing work, and I've known you before now, and I know I wasn't surprised when I first saw this CNN story and then eventually discovered that you were nominated as one of the heroes. And Nigerians, she needs your help too. This time around it's not donation, it's just for you to vote for her online so that she can be picked over and up. How many people are they trying to
We are
pick?
10 in number, and I'm the only African, and there are 8 Americans.
Who's going to win? How many people are going to win the final?
Just one person.
One person. Is there a second runner-up?
No, we are winners, so everybody gets like $10,000, $10,000, while the overall winner gets $100,000.
Yes.
Wow.
So if you can vote for her and she wins, maybe she'll donate to our company. You never know. Yeah. So if you vote for her and please, that's a joke. Vote for her. This is the only African left, the only nice. So if you're watching, a lot of people watch us all over Africa anyways. Vote for this lady. She's doing amazing work. I don't know why they give Americans awards. It's like conflict of interest. Already CNN is an American station. What did the Americans do? They are doing things that we take for granted or they take for granted. Anyways, I'll go and read up on what the Americans are doing. But I'm sure that no one of them went to any Makoko, to go and do anything. They just probably, had an idea. They're always trying to save the world. Americans, interesting. Yes.
How did they vote?
Yes.
How to vote?
Well, you have to vote cnnheroes.com.
cnnheroes.com, yes.
You can, we're everywhere /votes.
Yeah.
So you'll see 10 of us.
You can't miss her. She's the only black. No, sorry, the only.
I'm the only African.
Yeah, I'm not saying the rest. So, but she's only African, and you can't miss an African.
CNN.
The link is there.
Okay, so they pinned the link. Thank you so much for doing that.
So to vote, we have to the 4th of December for voting. So it ends soon. It's been on for over a month. And you can vote 10 times per email address.
Okay.
So if you have 10 email addresses, that gives us 100 votes.
Wow. And
Every day.
this is not INEC or it's not rigging. This is going to be, all of it will be verified. I guarantee you it's free and fair process. But we're very happy to have you, and we believe that, I mean, there are a lot of Nigerians out there who are very active on social media. Do something instead of articulating, hyperventilating, or whichever one you're doing, or worry writing, whichever one it is. Please use your data to do something good, especially those of you who haven't been aware of this. We know that Nigerians are very, very conscious. They love good things, and they love people who are doing great things. And the moment she wins, she opened the door for other Nigerians and Africans. Yes. It also serves as a motivation for young females out there, or Nigerians in general, that anytime we're doing something that we think doesn't, help anybody, or we feel frustrated, somebody might be noticing you out there, and you'll be surprised that thing that you're doing one day will attract the attention of the whole world. And that's it. Not only are you doing this, you are making Nigeria and Africa proud, to just make it to one of the 10 people. This is a show that they promote it every day, especially on, what's this guy's name? Anderson
Cooper.
Anderson Cooper is, I think it's as if he invented CNN Heroes. Anytime I'm watching him, until the show is over, he doesn't give up. So, and CNN is starting to give me coverage too, so that you're not covering the wrong candidates in Nigeria, but that's just on the side. So
are they asking for a full name?
Her full name?
Abisoye Ajayi Akinfolarin.
Yes, Abisoye Ajayi Akinfolarin.
I also want to, make people understand that I think it's one of the few platforms you can get on without connections.
Oh, without a connection?
Without connections, which means man to man.
Oh, okay. Okay, as in, go
Something
through the
like
back door.
Yes, there's nothing like that.
Yeah, and there's no INEC to rig the election. Yeah. Oh, that's
They have a mantra, they call it everyday people changing the world. So they're not particularly looking for those who have it all.
Yeah.
It is just the fact that you're passionate about what you do and you want to see the world better.
A better place. Fantastic. Thank you so much for this. Is there any other thing you want to say to our viewers, Nigerians over there who are watching, that probably they don't know about you and about the CNN Heroes or about the process? Anything else?
Well, the tribute is on the 9th of December, which is Sunday, so you can get to watch from wherever you are in the world. It's going to be live.
And then regardless of who wins, you're going to be there.
We're all going to be there. They're taking everybody there.
So you'll be in Manhattan.
Yes, exactly.
In the next few days. I'll see you there. We have a fundraiser in New York. I'll be inviting you over to. We can do a fundraiser because you are there. Yeah, it's something to just laugh about. That's good. So it's December 9.
Yes.
And it will be beamed live, I would imagine.
Live, and the winner will be announced.
Yeah. And trust me, you're going to be the winner. And when you win this, it was going to be 2 people winning between next year. Me, I'm winning the presidency of Nigeria. Yeah.
Take it back! Action! Action! Take it back!
So that's good. So please vote for her where she's got 3 more days to go. You can vote for her. You can vote with 10 email addresses. And if you go beyond 10...
Somebody say he has 16.
Huh? Yeah.
And he's going to vote with all 16.
Every day to the 4th of December.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Yes, please do so. Vote. Keep voting. Keep voting until there's such a time that you are convinced that she has won.
I have another thing to, let people know, because I know there's a thing with many of us in the country. We tend to think, how do I benefit? Let's look at it from the angle of the children of your driver can benefit.
Yeah.
The children of your cleaner can benefit, because those are the kind of people we work with. And you can never tell what their life will become tomorrow. So it's really about Nigeria and Africa. So it's not about me. That's nothing to do with me. I'm just a convener, a founder. So it is for Nigeria, it is for Africa, and that's why we need to vote.
Very good, because I trust that people, they're already asking what's my own in this, there's that transactional mentality that something must get to me if I vote, no, it's nothing. It's just to open the door for the future and also to bring something positive to Nigeria, because, we're always in the news for the wrong reasons. So maybe on Sunday, December 9th, we can talk about something that is not about Boko Haram killing soldiers. Have a Nigerian who has been nominated for doing great things. And there are a lot of people who are out there doing great things under our government, not politicizing or coming to the couch. We'll get more of CNN heroes, there'll be Nigerian heroes, there'll be, because we also have to stop giving awards to criminals. It's part of what is killing Nigerian spirit. We're always giving awards, national award to people who have failed Nigeria. And yes, Gandhi just got an African award, right? Yeah, imagine that if CNN was Nigeria, maybe Gandhi would have been their candidate for the CNN Heroes of Gandola. Sorry, it's Gandola. The Kano State governor will probably have been CNN Heroes. You may be surprised that the Nigerian newspaper will give the man an award next year. Vanguard gave him an award after he was found with dollars. Yeah. Well, I hope you are researching that. Don't do fake news. If that's the case, it's despicable. Like you are giving an award to someone who was caught red-handed, stuffing dollars into his babariga. It's a shame. Well, people, thank you so much for coming.
One question for her.
Yes.
Somebody wants his daughter to code, so how is she to join?
Okay, there's a part I didn't say. It is totally free. Our program has always been free from people from underserved communities. So if you are from middle class, upper class, it can be free for you. Because we have people we are reporting to.
Yes.
So it depends on where they are coming from, but we can also take them in.
Is there a platform, a website, an account?
www.pearlsafrica.org, then info@pearlsafrica.org.
Please spell your pearls.
PEARLS Africa.org.
You heard that?
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Please give her a round of applause.
Thank you very much.
So, if you go to New York, please bring bread back for us.
Bread from New York.
Yes.
I
heard New York bread is better than Agege bread. Yes. No, thank you so much for
Thank
coming.
you, sir. Thank you very much.
Have a lovely trip to New York
Thank
and
you.
back, and we wish you victory in this race. And we hope to see you back on the couch. when you
Yeah.
come back.
Yes,
Yeah?
yes, yes.
All
To
right.
donate.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, viewers, thank you. Yeah, so thank you so much, everyone, for watching and listening. I think people are watching.
Yeah, there's a question for
Yes.
you.
You might want to read some of the questions for me, so that I don't get distracted so much. Just check, if there's any question, just let me know. You said there's a question.
Yes, this is saying, sir, what's your plan to reform Nigerian police?
To reform Nigeria police. Well, we discussed that the Nigeria police needs incentivization and there's proper training. There's need for discipline. So they need for overhaul of the leadership of the Nigerian police. When I say incentivization, you know that since we started talking about minimum wage, President Buhari increased the salaries of police, but it still hasn't met our threshold, which is 100,000 naira minimum wage. Can anybody tell me how much they are paying police now according to their new salary structure? Because it was the police and teachers that was the reason why we first moved for minimum wage. That these two federal civil servants, or whichever person they are, whether it's federal, state, or local government, deserve a living wage, and that led us to push it to cover everybody, and including youth corpers. Minimum wage for youth corpers is also the minimum wage for every worker as well. So, yeah. Let me quickly, before you guys get me too busy, just read where we are financially, right? I know you people are waiting. So we still have our challenge pending, the 400 Nigerians to donate 1 million naira. So far, no donation has come in that direction. We'll keep reminding people that that challenge is, that's our number one challenge. And if you don't have hundreds, I mean, if you don't have 1 million naira, you can bond together, maybe 20 people, and work towards that. We'll still announce it. But before we go to that, there's a second challenge, which started by Dr. Malcolm Fabi, the guy that we're talking about, the brilliant genius who is the DG of our campaign. You guys know Malcolm Fabi. 5K each by Nigerians at home, 50K each by Nigerians diaspora to support grassroots mobilization, which is started today. So you print posters, flyers. The challenge started yesterday, and thank those that have actively participated, which we announced. So we're trying to hit 100 million naira mark in our Zenith Bank account. I think now we're about at 40 million. I'll get to it soon. So amount raised since 3 days ago, since the last fundraising event on November 29th, 2018. Zenith Bank, 567,000 naira, 773.
Whoa.
So, GoFundMe has been $779. That's 278,882 naira.
Oh.
Total raised since the last fundraiser is 846,665 naira.
That's beautiful.
So
Thank
the
you,
amount,
back.
amount raised since the beginning of movement campaign to date, Zenith Bank is at 39 million naira now. 721,127 naira, 3 kobo. Yes. GoFundMe is moving very well. It's now at $103,759. That is 37 million. That is the equivalent of 37,145,722 naira.
Take it back.
So these are people that have donated since we started. Abdurrahman Abdusalam, 5,000 naira.
Thank you.
Kelly Omokaro, it says 22 naira, 562, 19 kobo.
Thank you.
Clap for the person, because for somebody to give you 22 naira, maybe they have only 50 naira left. Area Remion Stella, 20,000 naira.
Thank you.
Enola Folari Adebanjo, 30,000 naira. It's a little tricky here. Okay, the small. Innocent Olawale Isuki, 20,000 naira. Sunday Paul Adebayo, 5,000 naira.
Thank you.
Okoronkwo Chukwuemeka Joseph, 10,000 naira. Akintoye Shakiru Akonji, 10,000 naira.
Thank you.
Joseph Oladipo, 5,000 naira, 83 kobo. Salamato Suja Alatileyi, she donated. She said don't announce.
Oh.
So she doesn't actually. So just forget about that. But there was 100,000 from there. We already done it.
Take it back.
Tebesega Kenneth to DC, 5,000 naira.
Thank you.
Akinroye J Olabode Solomon, 10,000 naira.
Thank you.
Kamala Fair Grace Kende, 5,000 naira.
Thank you.
Ismail Adelani Adeniji, 5,000 naira. Olakunromi Precious Akinsulere, 5,000 naira.
Thank you.
Oyabayo Sambayo, 50,000 naira. Lawa Kende Ola, 10,000 naira. Ishaq Ojibara, 50,000 naira. Annette Ubehi Umwana, 5,000 naira. Akintobe Oyinda Mola C, 50,000 naira.
Thank you.
Mohamed Wahab Olawale, 2,000 naira. Abisoye Joshua Olupemi, 20,000 naira. As for GoFundMe, Muna Button, $50.
Thank you.
Kevin Sman Garuba, $100.
Thank you.
David Mack, but this is not the person. So $200. Actually, I don't know.
What if it's one?
What if it's in one? Maybe he's tired. Teresa Noli, $40.
Thank you.
John Overawe, $100. Olabode Obafemi, $44. Japheth King, $30. Yalex Ewere, $35. You remember Yalex, regular Joe. Adetola Adebola, $50. Nawat Tijani, $30. So we have special mention is somebody who said not mention my name, 100,000. Oyabaya Osambayo, 50,000. Oshako Zuba, 50,000. Akinkubo Idamola, 50,000. David Mack, $200. That's a special category session. David Mack, yes.
David Mack.
Somebody already took my other phone. Is that the situation? My Samsung. Oh, I'm sitting on it. Okay, thank you. Maybe I think while that was from the accountant, but I see that there's some entries from Zenith Bank already. I wanted to go to. There's one entry for 10,000 naira. This is one of those things from my ISQ teller to check on the other side. Olufemi Samuel AJ, 30,000 naira. It's another thing from Sky Zen for 2,000 naira. There's a Youngsters Link Limited, 10,000 naira. Adeyeye Femi. No, this is Adeyeye. Bola, is that you?
No.
I know you never. You know, you can never donate. You don't have money. 20,000 naira. Otelaja Babatunde Olugbenga just sent in 1,000 naira. This Omolabi Ogunriana Elizabeth is 5,000 naira.
Thank you.
It's Komolafe Abayomi Peter, 2,000 naira. There's a Kamze, said 19,000 naira, 110 naira. Oyenuga Uluwole Oyedele, 50,000 naira. Sakamotayo Ibekele, 10,000 naira. The rest are just duty charges that the banks are killing us with, you know. But there's Mohammed Wahab Olawale here for 2,000 naira. There's Annette Ubehi Mwanali, 5,000 naira. Odeniro Abayomi Johnson, 50,000 naira. Did I mention that before?
No.
Well, there's Bolfat stores for 10,000 naira. So I think we mentioned Abisoye Joshua Olufemi for 20,000 naira. And I think we will, of course, Oyindamola for 50,000 naira. So since our accountants did the reconciliation, there's been quite a few donations. Any questions? Any questions? Oh, something just came in from Zenith Bank. This is Adeyemo Adedaya Abiodun for 10,000 naira. So I think there might be some questions. Let me know if you have questions for me. So says hello Mr. President, several messages on WhatsApp and Twitter, no response. I will do so. Please tell me your name. Maybe that's why I haven't responded. But we've been busy today. God bless you. I am Ekweme Oscar Kwamia from Ihiala in Anambra State of Nigeria, currently living in Indonesia. I'm very much delighted and excited about your efforts so far. The power of a seed is not in the size, but in the quality of its product. May every small effort of yours always yield multiple results of blessings. Life is not by grade but by the grace, but by grace. Not by labor, but by favor. Not by merit. So there's happy new months, good morning, good afternoon, good. Now December is coming, you know. But when you get a message from your worker for happy new month, go and check if you are paid the monthly. I think that thing was devised by workers. Happy new month messages. It's a way of reminding the guy you never pay. Happy new month regardless. But you know I'm not happy here. God bless Mr. President. We are taking it back. Yes, so. Yeah. So where will you go to Kanji in Niger State? That's a good. You know, as we're traveling around, people are also doing excursion. Yeah. Some people have never been to Nigeria before. How many of you went to the north with us who have never been to the north before? 1, 2, 3. You know, have you ever been to the north? No, that it was not the one that you went on your own without town hall and this. You have been to the north. What were you selling there?
I was selling the bowl.
Good, yes. That's a powerful product. Yes. So, yes, somebody said, I think somebody actually was trying to reach out to you. Said our daughter Abisoye Ajayi Akinfolarin was nominated as one of the top 10. So somebody has sent a message even before you came. Top 10 CNN heroes of 2018. The Ajayi needs your vote to make her the overall winner. She's the only African. We also need your prayers. Vote link for Bisoye is http://www.cnn.com specials /CNN.heroes/vote/. So you can't miss this. They said it's already pinned on the first page. Thank you. Wow, somebody said they will vote now. So a lot of people are already voting for her. I tell my friends to vote. You are doing a great job. God bless you, Mr. Omoyele Sowore, Nigeria's president. Don't forget to vote for me next year too. February 16th, on my birthday. So hi to you, Mr. President. Someone said, these days people no longer send their names. If you want me to save your name, just please send your name. My name is Evelyn Gabriel from Germany, Northern Westfalen. I have been following you all along. So I like to join for the fundraising to support the movement, but I don't have what it takes. But if I can get some t-shirt and face cap that is carrying the party's name and logo, I can stand on the streets and be sharing it to Nigerians here in return for whatever they have to give you. Wow. Thank you. Wow. We actually have someone in Germany who can send it to you, and if you are doing the mobilization, we will prefer that you send us pictures and videos so that we can post it. That's really unique what you proposed there. So can I get some videos and banner of AAC to use for my DP, please? Why not? Yeah, people want to be using our video and the banner for their DP. Who's your representative in Edo? That's Dr. Greg. These days we're getting a lot of complaints about Edo. I don't know what's going on. We have to please call Dr. Greg to double up. I'll try to bring more people to this group. So, yeah, this is the platform Mr. Akimpo Bola in the US. All right, those are the, okay, there's some coming from 202. Well, that's likely to be a Washington, D.C. number. Good morning, Mr. President. I'm sending this message on behalf of the people of Akuti, Ajuwon, Ogun State. I have a lot of people I'm talking to over there, and they are ready to campaign for you, sir. We need a hard copy of the Takeitback logo, and also they can print it out on shirts and banners. I need it, sir. My email is so please. Our team, don't forget. So we've said something about it. Say something about it. This is good day, sir. When you assume office, how are you going to control or check military men behavior towards the masses? I have not for once witnessed a military man harassment since I left Nigeria. So you saw what we did today. We saw military men harassing and humiliating civilians. They asked them to lie on the floor. You know, part of the reason why I stopped was like, they've done this to me before when I was a student, like several times, where they just pick on people, beat them up. In fact, they make people roll in mud.
Okay.
The humiliation is just too much, and military have no right to stop you on the way or make you do anything or humiliate you or torture you. It's a crime. They are committing a crime in uniform. And that's what we did today. Of course, we posted a shorter version of the video that happened today, but it was more interesting than what you saw.
People are actually asking to know what exactly transpired.
Oh, you know, we'll try and see if we can get a longer version. If you find any of
We want them to tell you to
The
tell
gist,
them.
no.
Yeah.
oh, you want me to tell the gist?
Yeah, so they
okay.
can
So the
fully
gist is that
understand.
we're coming from Redemption Camp. That's the Redeem Camp along Lagos Ibadan Expressway. And as we're driving towards Lagos, we saw that military men asked some guys to lie down. And I decided to ask our drivers to stop, ask everybody to calm down, to find out why they were doing this. It's the second time I was doing it. I was doing this. The first was, of course, on our way to Abuja Airport. And what Senna did not tell you about the pilot we rescued, it happened to be a pilot, one of the presidential pilots.
Interesting.
So he was going to work, and policemen said he was trying to block the convoy of the wife of the president. So I stopped and I said, what do you mean by the convoy? Why is it that the wife of the president didn't even have a convoy in the first place? And at any rate, in fighting this man here, you have left the job you are supposed to do. Yes. So this guy said to me, can you believe that I'm a pilot? I'm a pilot in the presidential fleet. He said they are supposed to even know me. He said, anyway, I was able to save the pilot. I even told him that I will follow him to the presidential side of the airport. He said, don't worry. But we rescued him. I think we have the video, but we never uploaded it. But today's zone was like, it was that part of me that just hate oppression. You know, how do you just ask? I think they asked about 6 guys to lie down.
Hefty guys.
Yeah, they were hefty guys, though. And I got there. What is that? Okay, we are trying to. You know, as usual, I said in the first place, what is it that you are doing here? Oh, we're on our way to pick a big man. Who is the big man? He says our guy. We'll pick him later. So what exactly is their crime? Oh, they were driving too close to us. In the first place, how do you drive on Lagos Ibadan Expressway when you're not close to the next? There's traffic, bumper to bumper. They're supposed to know. Lo and behold, before you knew it, they had all this. So I told them, ask them to even sit down first, because you are violating their dignity by asking them to kneel. Another thing that is dangerous about what they're doing is that what if a trailer's brake fails and smash all the men who you have to lie down? They will run away. You know. And so beyond the part that we uploaded, they found out that somebody was filming them, or some of us were filming them, and they got upset and actually, you know, harassed our team members and crew members. But I insisted. I said, you know what, we are not deleting the video. You are in the public space. We paid for this uniform you are wearing. And the military police guy went ballistic. Oh, you know, and they started wanting to attack. So I called their boss. I said, you know, the uniform you are wearing is not, you know, any form of insulation against crimes that you are committing. You know what you are doing is illegal. If you feel that these people are committed an offense, take them to call the police to come and take them. It's not your job. This is part of why Boko Haram is waxing strong, because all of you are doing illegal jobs all over the place. You are, you know, overstepping your bounds. And they realized at that point that they were in trouble. In fact, the military police officer who was sweating, he was sweating profusely from every pore, you know, that is available in his body. He's just like sweating profusely. They cocked a gun at the point. Yeah, they cocked a gun on us. I told them, I said, look, you are wasting your time. Tell your guys, everybody who is involved in this will be in trouble by tomorrow, or even immediately now. So eventually, they said, okay, they have done their search and found out that the guys had what do they call a boy in English?
Sacrifices
In the trunk. so I asked them, I said, that is their religion. If they have sacrifice in that's their problem. It's not your problem. You know, why would you challenge somebody? Why would you stop somebody and ask them to lie on the ground? Because they have sacrifices. So it turns out that some of the guys were OPC guys who are coming from one of their events, and they're vigilantes that are helping communities around Lagos. They come from Lagos Island. So, and apparently something could have gone wrong there because they were already beating up some of them. So I asked them to stand up. So they stood up. And those guys, the moment they saw that we were engaging them, also, developed some courage. Yeah. And then their boss now started saying to them, well, we are now, if you know what we are going through, Nigeria is going down. I said, yes, Nigeria is going down because of your bosses. That's why you should support us to run this country. You should be with us in this fight, But at that point, they were more worried about the video coming to the public space, and I made it very clear to them. I said, you can't do anything about the video. You should delete the video. So one of the soldiers had collected the video, the camera of one of our crew persons. So I made it clear to him. I said, you have just committed theft. You're just stealing the phone of a Nigerian. I said, you see, you are the one escalating this problem now. That's what you have done. Go and bring back the phone and give me the access so that this guy can leave, or we take them to the police station. So I asked the guys, they said they collected the IDs. I said, go and bring me the ID. They brought me the ID. I gave them one by one, called out their names. They said, Oga, they are in possession of our car key too. I said, yeah, go and bring the car key. They gave me the car key. I gave it to them. I said, enter your car. So we now went, and they were worried about the video coming out. I said, well, going by the way you have conducted yourself, we'll look at it. Now one of them said, no, we have to delete. I said, let me explain something to you. I don't know which kind of military guys you are. You should have known that the world has moved on technologically. I said, the whole of me, as you are seeing me, I am recording you. My body is made up of cameras. And lo and behold, one of my microphones, lavalier, was taken out of my chair. They looked at it and like, oh, really? This guy is recording us. He said, the only way we can delete what happened today is to delete me. And if you delete me, another camera is also. So at that point, they talked to themselves. They gave us a camera. They gave us our phone back, and we left the place. I gave them my card. I said, you can call me because I'm going to be the president of Nigeria.
Yes, so the new sheriff has arrived.
They collected it, but they were sweating like Christmas goats, worried stiff. And I want to encourage Nigerians: if any uniformed person is oppressing you, don't give up. Don't be scared.
Takeitback action.
And it's also very important. We must mention this. The guys around the place also developed some courage. They started moving towards us, and they got scared about that people were supporting us. And by the time we left the venue, we had gotten more converts, including the guys who we saved. Yes. Those ones are like, sir, you are our next president next year because this thing that you did for us. Trust me, I know what could have gone wrong, and they could have shot them.
Yes.
Because at the end of the day, they said, when we had the conversation about, so what if they are worshipping other things? What's your problem? The leader said, no, we are not against their religion. We are just looking for human head. I said, human head? But you have checked, there's no human head. And then he said, we don't know who is following us. But, the long and short of it is that our uniformed officials always feel on top of the world, They are uncontrollable, they are out of control. The violation of rights and dignity of Nigeria has become their career. It's like the more they violate Nigerians' rights, the better they feel inside that uniform. It happened to me once. A friend of mine was driving. This was like 2005. I just came from the US. A friend of mine was driving to see my younger sister somewhere in Ojo. And he caught in front of an army major, his car. The guy then pursued us, stopped us. And an army major, he said, first and foremost, we must kneel down right there. I said, for what? Traffic offense. I will kneel down on the highway. For you, or who exactly? Before you knew it, on that Ojo highway, there's always soldiers. They jumped out of everywhere. They surrounded me. Oga, what do you want us to do to him? I told him, I said, yeah, Major, if any of these your goons touch me, and the confidence I was exuding made him to be. So he kept asking, who are you? I said, you will find out. Just let them touch me. Who are you? Who are you? At the end of the day, he called the guys up. He said, don't worry, I'll resolve this. He kept asking me. Who are you? So I called him aside. I said, this is my name. I'm so person. I said, no wonder. So you are the University of Lagos Student Union leader. No wonder you have this confidence. He said, but don't be demonstrating this confidence. And I said, I will demonstrate it anywhere, because if I hadn't done it, your guys would have been beating me up and you run away. He said, but it's not beating me up, they would have taken me to the barrack. I said, that is wrong. And this guy turned out to be a lawyer in the army. He even said he represented the Nigerian Army in Oputa panel and knew Bamidele Aturu. They graduated from University of Benin together. He was like, it was the University of Benin. He knew somebody who was a former university. I think it was Aturu or Bamidele Okoyemi, who was a former NAS president. He said, I know him. So I said, so why are you doing this? He said, well, there are a lot of crazy people on the road, we have to teach them lessons. I told him, I said, if you do this in the US, you never wear uniform. In fact, you will never see sunshine again. Using your uniform to ask somebody, as if I knelt down on the highway. What would if a trailer came and ran me over, what would you do? You just enter your car and run away. Why would you be doing that? So sometimes power corrupts, and absolute power corrupts absolutely. But as they usually say, power doesn't give any inch of space except it meets superior power. Yes.
That's deep.
Yes. So the superior power is people's power. And you can challenge anybody in uniform in this country if you are always on your right. Nobody should ask you to kneel down or lie down. At worst, if they are convinced that you committed a crime, they put a handcuff on you as a restraining process. Or if you are proven difficult, they can tackle you down. But they don't have a right to ask you to lie down, humiliated. It's not done. That is why they were worried about being filmed. Yeah. And I tell you, the power of these handheld devices is probably the most important fundamental human right that we must protect now. Because this is what we're also going to use to reveal how they rig the election if they do it next year, or how they are doing see and buy, any of the strategies they are going to adopt. So get a phone.
A smartphone.
That's a smartphone, yes. Don't think that you can use Nokia 3300.
I really think.
Can you imagine soldiers finding you with 33 head, you putting up like this? That would be like double punishment. Especially when they find out that you are not recording.
Deji.
Okay, so the other issue to discuss here tonight is Deji Adeyanju, who is the activist young person that was arrested the other day. According to the police, they said he committed. It's part of the police abuse we are talking about.
Yeah, power.
That because he's protesting, they arrested him. And we heard they were planning to charge him for terrorism today, but I think that did not happen because he was exposed. Deji, I heard, is still in prison. Yes, they have found a way to keep him permanently in prison, and this is a strategy they used to use also when I was a student activist. They would look for a day to arrest you, that's a Friday, so that at the minimum, even when you get, by the time they say, we are closed to Monday before you come out of jail. So they are using it on Deji. Please, if you are not aware of Deji's arrest, there's a free Deji now, hashtag still going on. I completely support Deji's right to freedom of expression, association, freedom of protest, and I don't want to qualify it in any way. I don't want because there are other things that people have been saying, or you don't have to. You don't have to support your political candidates for his right to be preserved. So we have said if these things continue unabated and we don't have reasonable response, we will be forced to participate in a major protest against the police, as we did for the journalist who was arrested the other day.
Take it back. Action.
We are not just a political party; we are a political movement. Yes, in this country.
What's happening in Owerri tomorrow?
No, we're not going to Owerri. We have Oworo Shoki.
Yes,
The church.
Oh yes, we have a church event tomorrow in Oworo Shoki, and I think we have a 2 hours service there. They've allotted 2 hours to us. What's the name of the church, please?
Jesus General Assembly.
Jesus General Assembly in Owo Road. So we'll be there from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. and we'll talk about our programs and how to rescue this country. I will take some questions. So if you have
Instagram people say they will see you there.
if you want to go to church tomorrow, come with us. And yes, let's go to church. And that's what churches should be doing. It's liberation theology, as they call it. It's been part of the powerful movement that will save the country. That's what the Martin Luther King said. This was the Desmond Tutu, and a lot of bishops and church leaders have been part of political organizing. I met Father Mbaka in the U.S. and I was challenging him why he has been silent, because before against Jonathan, now against Buhari. One day he will criticize, the other day he will say it's God sent. You don't even know who they are talking to these days. But I intend to meet him in Enugu when I go there. I've been calling him, because we must challenge people who stand up and claim they are for us. And when they are not, or when we feel they are silent, to remind them that they should not keep silent. So I have 2 donations coming in. One is from Omoyele Abiodun, 1,000 naira. That guy is actually owing me money. Regardless of this donation, I'm collecting my money back. Madwe Kilsoma, she donated 5,000 naira. And I've recently seen donation. I think a donation coming through GoFundMe. So let me announce that. So Bankole donated $100 on GoFundMe. Bankole Adams. Thank you, Bankole. Yeah, so it's amazing. If you have any questions
Question
for
and
us,
suggestion here, sir.
suggestions,
Suggestion
comments.
on Instagram. Olasupo Damola. Make sure you provide party agents in all polling units in Nigeria. Please try and get them penned down.
And that's why we've been asking for, one of the things we will be asking for, we must keep asking for, is to get, if you have a smartphone that is not too expensive, and we don't mind if it's expensive, that you can contribute to our members during the election who are going to be manning the polling booths. If you want to volunteer to man the polling booth for us in your area with your smartphones and handheld devices.
He said pens that can record.
If you ask me, my preference is use your cell phone to record.
Yeah.
Pens that can record might fail you, sometimes, but cell phones
Sending and uploading is also
a challenge.
Yeah.
So, but the cell phone can right there just put, and you can live stream. If you find an infraction, you can live stream right there, and the whole world will be seeing it. Nobody stops. Just buy enough credit. Yeah. And
Questions?
yeah.
People are asking what really happened in Redeem Camp.
The Redeem Camp, we went to meet a very progressive pastor, I would say. Is the coordinator of North America. We call him Pastor Fadel. He's the person who set up the first Redeemed Church in the U.S. in Detroit. So he's now not only the North American coordinator of Redeemed Churches of about 800 churches.
Wow.
He's also the senior, I think he's senior special assistant to the GO in North America. Special assistant to the GO, they call it them Sagon or Sago. So we just, he's in town. His church is based in Texas, Dallas, Texas. And he's in town, and I went to say hello to him. And also to see the redemption camp. They took some of our members with us who need salvation and redemption. So deliverance.
Were
as
they
well.
delivered?
Yes. It was quite an interesting experience. The whole town, and
You call it city.
it's city. It's redemption. It's a city. And we also saw the house of, by the side of the road. We saw the home of the Geo himself.
Okay, D Money on Facebook says, please, does anyone have the number of Edo State coordinator? I want to make donation on materials and posters for Edo State.
Edo State coordinator, please give us a number that people can call. We really have to call Edo State coordinator. Do you have any questions there on my?
When are you coming to Owerri?
Owerri, we're supposed to do Wednesday. We're still working with the chairman of IMO and Abia. But we're definitely in Enugu on Monday.
Yes. How about Delta?
Delta, we have to look at our calendars, and we're looking at the calendar. Do you have any questions?
Speaking on Deji, Abayemi Peter says, I'm really surprised PDP is not even raising a voice.
Oh, PDP, that's the sad part. PDP will be doing this to a version of Deji too, so all of them went silent. Nobody has talked about it. No, by the way, I saw something very interesting today, or yesterday. It was Saraki condemning Shivaji for trader money. Yes. Saraki, of all people, is saying that Shivaji is bribing traders. Like, there's nothing else that Saraki does than bribe electorates in his entire life. Not only that, there's a special part of Wikipedia dedicated to people who died in front of Saraki's house when they were distributing rice to them. So if anybody started the idea of trader money or trader rice, it was Saraki. And this is the reason you should never vote for any of these political parties. Can you imagine a Saraki can even come out and condemn voter bribery? It's very sad, yeah.
Olusegun Michael on Instagram says, if you do not win, would you still give it another try?
I don't see how we won't win this election. I keep saying, this is for us to win. So don't let us even anticipate or tolerate any idea that we are. The losers are the two political parties, PDP and the APC. They are going to lose. It's up to you it's up to you to take a decision to go on our side. We'll win this. Young people are the highest number of people who are registered to vote. You have conscience. You want your future to be restored back to you.
Vivi Love, when are you coming to Texas?
Texas is next week. Dallas is particularly December 7th. Is it next week or this next weekend? Yeah.
How many presidential candidates were present at the Christian Elders Council yesterday?
I think I saw Mogalo who came in late. I saw Dara.
Representative of Fela.
Fela has sent a representative. Chike was there, the youngest presidential candidate, Chike.
A representative of a yes candidate.
Yes, that's Alista Shoyode sent a representative. And there was a particular presidential candidate who said his party was formed from heaven. I don't remember.
ANPP.
Yeah?
ANPP.
ANPP was there.
Yeah.
That's the guy.
It's very interesting.
It was divine.
He said it was divine, that his party didn't come from, it wasn't formed by ENEC.
The host of it.
And I think Hashim,
and the one that has
Bengalawi percent representative.
And Ali something.
Alista, sure they was yeah.
Are we going to get an opportunity to call in to talk live?
Yes, we should. I think they said we're going to start that tonight.
Yes.
But we also were talking about, we're discussing if we could get an infrastructure that could help us hold calls so that we can take one call at a time. Maybe we should wait until that is done. I think we can do it online. Like a caller holds, then let's research it and make it happen before we do that. But if you need to send us WhatsApp messages, my number is 0818-823 7529. It looks like people want us to take calls tonight. It's 0818-823 7529. Or maybe we should get a different number so that the number is shut down after the show. There is a donation from Ellis Sonny Ellis for 5,000 naira.
Thank you.
Yes. There's a donation from Oluwaseun Emmanuel for 20,000 naira. What else do you have in the house? So if any call comes in, we'll try it tonight and see if we can. Somebody just stepped out. Don't call me. I know some people in the room. My God. Okay, this is Muyiwa from Tripoli. Hello, Muyiwa. You are live.
Hello, Mr. President.
Good evening. You are live. You are live. You are live on the show.
Yes, I know, sir. We are taking our country back, inshallah.
So let me ask you a quick question, and so we can take as many calls as possible. You are in Tripoli, right, in Libya.
Yes, sir.
And you feel
Yes,
better?
sir, yes,
you
sir.
feel better being in a war-torn country than being in Nigeria? Is that what it is?
Yes, yeah. Right now, Libya is better than Nigeria.
Wow.
It's better than Nigeria.
Wow.
It's better than Nigeria. 24 hours light.
You have 24 hours electricity in Libya.
24 hours light.
Wow. That's
24
interesting.
hours
Yeah.
light. Everywhere is okay. But the only challenges we are facing here, they don't treat us well.
The Libyan government and Libyan nationals don't treat you nice.
Yes. They are police, they are citizens, they are not treating us well.
You even have like your internet is even better than that of Lagos.
Yes.
Wow.
We don't have internet in Nigeria.
Well, we do. It's just expensive, you know. So, well, thank you so much, Muyiwa. We want to take a lot of calls. I mean, as many calls as possible tonight for maybe next few minutes. But we thank you. You are the first caller on our show, and clap for Muyiwa. He's been a resident. You can hear our supporters clapping for you. Thank you. So, wow, that's very interesting. Somebody from Libya, of all places, calling and said they have 24 hours electricity. Yes, I have a call from the UK. Hello, good evening. This is our time on the couch. This is Sowore speaking. Hello. I can see that you are listening to the thing, so it's bouncing. It's there's an echo because you are listening to the show and also calling.
This Daniel from London.
Welcome, Daniel. Welcome to the show. So, do you guys have light in London? Oh my God. Hello? So when we get a regular call, it overrides.
It's the WhatsApp call.
WhatsApp call. Hello? Hello?
Mr. President, Excellency, sir.
Yeah, so you are live on our evening show. What's your name and where are you calling from? Like, calls are coming in like this.
This is Abisoye Akinfolarin. We met in Chicago and I told you you are the number one fearless human being I've ever met in my life.
Action!
So, just say hello to our people here in Nigeria.
Hello, everybody in Nigeria.
Hi.
I'm not fearless human being. I'm not Sowore. I'm telling you guys, most of Sowore is going to better Nigeria.
Wow.
If you want the best in life, if you want your life to change, we in diaspora, we are not taking it easy with you guys back home.
Yes.
My phone, my fire, please don't. Please don't. Me, I've talked to my family.
Yes.
And I've talked to my even friends on Facebook. If you are not voting for Sowore, take me off Facebook. They know the ball, please go.
Well, take it easy on your people, you know. It's,
I'm serious.
yeah. No, take it. And we have a lot of calls coming in, so let's make it short. And we can keep doing it every night anyways.
God bless you guys and God bless Nigeria.
Thank you.
And I believe Nigeria is going to be better with Omoyele Sowore.
Thank you. There's a call coming in from +61. Thank you.
Sign of God.
Sorry, I
thank
lost
you.
you there. Sorry. Hello, good evening. This is hello. This Shakiru Olu says she's he or she's calling from. Hello, Shakiru. Okay. Hello, Shakiru. Good evening. How are you? I'm good. Sorry, let me. I'm trying to put you on a speaker phone, but there's a lot of calls coming in. Yes. Yes.
It is just for you people. So we are all begging you. Just go out there. Don't just say maybe my vote is not going to cast. No, that is not your concern. Maybe your vote is going to cast or no. You just go out and contribute your own vote.
That's right.
And my teamwork, we are planning to come home to come and do what we're supposed to do in order to end
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Akira. Appreciate it. Thank you. We have another caller coming from Germany. Hello, Germany.
Hello.
Yes, good evening. This. Okay. I imagine that you're calling from Germany. I know, yes. So let's try and make it snappy. Yes. 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 Go ahead. Okay.
And again, I'm being positive for North and Nigeria.
Okay.
I want to give you some secrets you want to know.
Okay. So can I call you privately so that you can tell me the secrets?
University leaders.
Yes.
Student leaders. Get rid of them. Get them.
Okay.
We shall get them to ourselves.
All right.
If we get them, we are getting the win. Forget about the voices.
No problem. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, sir.
Yes, promise anytime. I'm ready.
All right. Thank you.
I was with MPN. I was with the MPN. I'm being too strong with it.
All right.
So that's the thing, right?
Thank you.
Okay,
Oh, sure. Hello. It's important that when you're calling, you don't call with the same phone that you're watching with. Hello. Yes. Hello. Okay. So can you hear me loud and clear? Can you hear me loud and clear? So let's make it snappy so that we can accommodate as many people as possible. Finland. Fantastic.
I think you need to tell them to reduce or turn off.
Can you reduce the volume of the background player?
The live stream.
Okay.
Exactly. You should reduce.
If you don't reduce it, you'll be getting the echo, and the call will be difficult to get.
Okay, yeah. I've dropped the volume now.
Okay.
What I want to say is regarding the issue of education.
Okay.
Okay. I don't know when you said, because my specialist.
Okay. That's a specialty. Is education. Okay. Yes.
I'm thinking that there's a way that we can go down to a very, very specific way.
Yes.
And dismantling the education system in a way that everybody will be able to align with what exactly should be done.
Yes.
I listened to Fabi when he was talking about the economic plan
Yes.
in cyber heat, and the way he went about it was so fantastic.
Yes.
And basic philosophy there shows that is a counter social terrorism which is used in Europe, which is very good, and which is what cyber heat is all about.
Yes.
So I'm thinking you can have time, because it comes also about school. I've taught in Nigerian Cambridge International School. I've taught in Abuja. I taught in New before I came to Finland. So I kind of know a bit about this. I went to AAC College of Education in Mubu, so I know a bit of all these things.
Yeah.
So I can look at precisely what can we do? Where can we borrow idea from? I want to use idea from the UK, US, or from Europe. What can we our people? How can we get people at work to give us concrete format we can work in? For example, in terms of our curriculum, can we train these 100,000, 200,000 teachers that we want to get? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's very specific way. Our research system is broken down. A professor in Nigeria cannot afford to publish his research work in top 3 journals in the world now. Do you get it? So, if you take that to the same university to train 200,000 teachers, will it give problem to people?
Well, let's just say that is a starting point. You know, if you can you hear me? Can you hear me, please? Yes.
Most of the time.
Okay.
I think that would be nice.
All right. Well, thank you so much. Let's take other calls. Thank you so much for calling. That was from Finland. Yeah. This is a call from UK. Hello. Good evening.
Hello.
Yes, you're welcome to our time on the couch. This is Sowore speaking.
God bless you. My name is calling from United Kingdom.
Yes, I could see your number. Yes. Let's go. Let's make this snappy so that we can take as many calls. You know, this is our first time of taking calls. I mean, probably the second time, but this is the highest number of calls we're taking on the show.
I want to commend your effort and your courage and your passion and commitment for the poor masses of Nigeria. And also use this medium to call up all Nigerian youth to support this young man. Every day, each time I see you, I've been following you every time. Each time I see you, I am moved in my spirit.
Yeah.
I encourage every Nigerian youth, every Nigerian that has the conscience to support this young man. This dream is not just for you alone, it's for all Nigerians. And I pray that God will make this a reality come 2019 in Jesus' name.
Thank you so much.
Advice is, I don't know, a suggestion, not advice, but I know you are spiritually anymore. Try also, I was glad when you went to redemption camp today.
Yes.
And I also want to suggest that try to engage other church leaders, irrespective of their denomination.
Absolutely. We're actually heading to a church tomorrow for a 2-hour event. That's the Jesus Assembly in Lagos. Yes, we'll keep doing that. Now we'll also go to mosques, so that we can reach Nigerians everywhere they are. Their places of worship. Thank you so much. We have a lot of calls coming in, but we appreciate your call and hope to talk to you again soon. There's a call from Washington, D.C. Hello.
Yeah, finally. Hello.
Hello, good evening. This is our time on the couch with Sowore. Who am I speaking with?
Yeah, this is Omoyele Sowore. I'm calling from the U.S., Maryland.
I could see that. I see a 202 number there. That I knew it. So we're coming to Maryland, by the way, I think it's on the 8th of, actually it's the 9th of December. We'll be in Maryland, DMV.
Oh, yeah.
DC, Maryland, and Virginia area.
I've always been predicting about that on the Takeitback show. So that's nice. That's wonderful.
Yes. So let's go straight to the point. Make it snappy because we're trying to take a few calls tonight.
Yes, I understand. I really don't want to talk about something that has to do with that, but I really, really want to thank you for everything you've been doing. I really want to thank the Takeitback movement for everything that's been doing and dedicating the time for the whole of Nigeria. I mean, it's so wonderful, and I just want to appreciate you guys. You've been doing a great job, and I really want to say a big thank you to you all.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for calling, and we hope to talk to you soon. There's another call coming in here. I don't know where this this number is +39. Hello, good evening. This is our time on the couch. Who am I talking to, please? I don't know if that person is ready. I have a call coming in from Virginia. Hello, Virginia. Good evening.
Oh, finally.
Yes. How are you, sir? Thank you.
Yeah, so, contribution I would like to have is this.
Yes.
For instance, in Osun State, I know I can reach out to people. I mean, I'm not from Nigeria, but I'm able to reach out to my cousins back in Indonesia and making posters and all that. But I saw a post being shared on social media that the state representative should have the posters that they can pick up. So, apart from which I have people in other places in the first place, and actually go for more than those posters, can you try to help us make a compile list of the states and their representatives so that people like that can, make effort on their own part to also, pick up those posters and have them posted?
Yes. That makes sense. So we'll put them out. I think we're working on that. States and local government. They said it's already out. We should put it out again. Is it on the website? Okay. What we'll do is for your state, we'll try and send to you directly. If you don't mind, after this call, you can send me a WhatsApp message directly to this number, and we'll send you the list of people and the telephone numbers and other contact details via WhatsApp. All right. Thank you so much. We have another caller coming in. Yes. Thank you. This is a +33 number. I don't know where that is, but hello. This is France, right?
Yeah, hello.
So welcome to our time on the couch. My name is Sowore. I'm a presidential candidate for the African Action Congress. Okay, I don't think you're trying to call into the show. This probably is an error on your part.
Because I wanted to listen to Sowore.
This is Mr. Sowore speaking, but you are live. You are live right now.
Hello.
Okay. Hello. This is our time on the couch from Lagos. My name is Sowore. Who am I speaking with, please? Yes, Luton. Yes. So please understand that you are live. You are live right now on our show. This is.
I just want to a quick one.
Yeah.
I've not really had anything confining military life today because I've been doing some underground work.
Which state is that? Which state is your state?
That's
Ebonyi.
Ebonyi State.
Okay.
So I grew up in Lagos. I grew up in Lagos.
Yes.
So I think that some people have complained that there is a state. So we have not really had anything concerning that area. I really want to know what exactly is going on.
So what you can do is after this call, if you can drop us a WhatsApp message so that we can put you in touch with a representative from Ebonyi State. That would be great. Yeah. All right. Well, thank you so much for calling and yeah.
Once again, I really want to do something.
Okay.
You see, I want you to know Nigeria is a very serious situation at the moment.
Yes.
It's so bad that even Jesus Christ that they are shouting and people die. Jesus Christ they are shouting about it has that on. So for someone like you to breathe this extra mile, to take something extraordinary, to give to people what you are putting now. But I know we can't do it with the help of God. We'll go on together in Jesus' name.
Thank you so much. We appreciate your calling in and we hope to talk to you again soon. Thank you, Lord. We have a call from Indiana in the U.S. Hello, Indiana.
Hello,
good evening. This is our time on the couch, and you're speaking with Omoyele. I'm the presidential candidate of the African Action Congress
Mama is in Nigeria.
for next year's election in Nigeria.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. So sign up for it. I feel that that's very, very important.
Yes.
Apart from whether it's as much as you know. I think
Adimabo, I'm sure we have a WhatsApp group. Please send an inbox message to this page after the show. I will attend to it.
so that we can help those in our training of those now.
Yeah.
So we can move faster than you and ahead of you. So let's try and get as many more people to kindly sign up for the more than the donation, beyond the donation of the participation.
All right. So thank you so much. That advice is taken, and we just want to try and take a few more calls. If after you drop, you can drop us your name so we can save up your name and be in touch in the future. That would be great. Thank you. Thank you so much. This is a call from Alabama. Hello, Alabama.
Hello?
Hi, good evening from Lagos. My name is Omoyele Sowore. You're reaching us on our time on the couch. Our time on the couch. It is, yeah, it's just nice. It's almost 11 o'clock. As a matter of fact, we're going to take only one more call after this, and then we'll wrap up. We'll start wrapping up. So let's make it direct and snappy.
Okay, I'm going to make it short. So the only thing I just want to ask is especially the police in the north.
Yes.
I'm actually thinking of maybe you can get the kind of video, the kind of musical concept that is in Awusa that we can sing for you about your activity, how you're going to bring the music change, put it in Awusa, people maybe are playing to the radio station, but time those people to begin to hear such music, to begin to know more about you. Because the north, the both in the north is very, very important to them.
Yes.
Election.
I agree with you, and we just came from 4 northern states.
Hi, Destiny.
Of
I'm
course, we
sorry
do need
can't
a
invite
lot of
you on
money
Facebook Live.
to
However,
place these
you can
jingles
call
and
the
radio
number
messages
pins.
across
We
the
can
people.
call on the
So,
show and speak with
but
the
that's
person.
great advice. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Have a good one.
Yes. DJ Michael Star, how are you? Just calling from Netherlands. So you're live, and this is probably the last call for the night before we call it a night.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Sir.
So let's.
Calling from the Netherlands.
I know.
Hi.
We know you.
Say a big thank you to you, and the crew today they did a very good job.
Fantastic. We lost him. Okay. Hello. Hello. Okay. It seems like we're having difficulties getting people. Hello. Okay. Can you hear me now? Okay. Yes.
I can hear you now.
Okay. Go ahead.
Am I not speaking to Omoyele Sowore?
This is Omoyele Sowore, and I'm right here on the couch. You know, our show is known as Our Time on the Couch. So we're reaching you from. You're reaching me in Lagos tonight. It's
I'm
almost.
actually watching you live from Northampton in the UK.
Oh, fantastic! Nice to connect with you.
Yeah. My name is Osaka. I always follow you live. I'm from Benin City, though. I live in the UK.
Okay.
Right. So I just want to appreciate your good work. To be honest, every day I watch your show, and then your energy is phenomenal. To be honest.
Thank you.
And I want to say that God will uphold you and shall strengthen you. I'm so very much optimistic that you definitely become our president come 2019.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate that, and we hope you continue to spread the message to others in the UK and at home.
My church has to go a long way of like doing a jingle, like asking all Christians to come out and vote in masses. So I would really appreciate if you can at least go to some few churches and present your manifesto. I'm not trying to make it religious, but
Yeah.
yeah.
No, I understand. We're actually going to church tomorrow, right? So we'll be in church tomorrow 9 a.m. At the Jesus Assembly in Lagos, in the Warren Shoki area of Lagos.
and we are working to say an imam.
Yeah, that would be very nice.
And I'm also working to see a popular imam in Agege. Yeah. All right. So we'll take one more last call from France, I think, and then we can call it a night. Thank you so much for coming on the show. Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you for your time. Bye now.
All right. This is hello. Good evening. You're welcome to Our Time on the Couch. This is Sowore1019 speaking.
Hello.
Yes.
My name is Deji.
Okay. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Italy.
Oh wow, fantastic! You're welcome onto the show. Please let's make this snappy. Go straight to the point so that we can close for the night.
What about Shagamu the band?
What I want to say is that what you are doing exactly is what you are supposed to be doing since ever before this time. But now, thank God, it's not late. Because in Nigeria, the leaders will have a very bad.
Yeah.
That people here don't have, Nigeria people here don't have value in the presence of the government, because we see that our government are rich, but they are not taking care of us. We don't have our country, go to other countries to go to other kind of things. So now, everybody has sense and the idea to vote you in. Make sure you are the next president you have. So you work hard to go around the cities and make yourself more popular to people. And for me, I've made up my mind. I am a family devoted coming for you, and many of my friends, you are standing together to.
Let's give him a round of applause, people. Thank you. Thank you. You can hear it is a full house, and we're getting a round of applause for that. Thank you so much. And we appreciate it. If you drop, send us your name so that we can save it on the system and keep in touch with you. Thank you so much. So we'll take a last call from Nigeria, and then that'll be it. Good evening. Hello. You are welcome to Our Time on the Couch with Sowore. Good evening.
Good evening to you, sir.
Yeah.
My name is I'm from the United Kingdom of Omoyele State, but I do it in France.
Okay. How are you today?
I'm fine, sir. God bless you. I really appreciate you and now for the effort you have put in to make Nigeria a great country. I really appreciate you for that, sir. So by the grace of God, I want to use this medium to advise every Nigerian back home and abroad to please, we should all educate our people back home, because it's very important. Not just following Sowore on our Instagram, Facebook, social media, but we also need to do a great homework by telling our people, educating them, letting them know selling their vote is just lack of selling their, it's just their lack of
All right. Thank you so much, and have a good night there.
Thank you, yeah.
All right, people, we have to close this now. I don't know if we get a chance. A lot of calls are coming into the same telephone. I don't even know if we get a chance to read our last donations.
Thank you, Mike.
Odeyemi Funke, 5,000 naira. That's the last donation for the night that I saw. Let me check if there's anything on GoFundMe, and then sorry people, we really have to go, otherwise we'll be here till tomorrow morning. This is a good idea of taking phone calls for people who may not have time to comment or their work. It's very interactive. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, it's now what time? 11 o'clock, exactly 11 o'clock. People are tired. It's been a long day.
You had 13 appointments.
That's a lot, Well, who asked you? Seriously. Thank you so much, everyone, for coming tonight and for making this a success. Thank you to all of you that went out to Yaba to do the grassroots mobilization. Dr. Malcolm Fabi, who could not be here tonight. Thank you, Doc. And hope that we'll see tomorrow. And I'll just say good night to everyone. Good night.
Take it back.
Action.